Bro, tell me that's still recording. That is going to play out to be an amazing thing. This is always like the most awkward part. Let's try this. Maybe that was a bad idea. I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. None of this matters. Okay, welcome back to another video. I just got back in town. I've been out of town for a few days. I feel like I'm always traveling. Well, I am always traveling. Anyways, busy work, trying to get caught up, blah, blah, blah. That's not what we're here for. We're here for, I've been holding a secret from you. I feel kind of bad about it, sort of, but I'm super pumped to tell you about it. I think you'll be super pumped to hear about it. But first I want to show you construction updates on the unit next door because it's going quickly, very, very quickly. And if I don't show an update video now, it could be done before I get back from the secret. Lots happening. Let me show you what's happening next door and then I'll tell you all about this other thing. And they've made so much progress. These awesome dudes right here. What are you guys working on? Some AC ducting? So as you can see with the framing, they've got, I don't know, they're like 5 days into the framing maybe, and they like killed it, all done with framing it looks like. So that's super exciting. I'll take you guys back through quick tour now that there's actually some walls here. This will be the video studio. As I showed you guys before, this right here is gonna be a big garage door so we can get big props in and out of here, which will be fun, I hope. That's the idea. This is gonna be an office, maybe Ryan, maybe your office, with a window in it. Behind this lift, there's the podcast room is back there. Here, we can walk through the walls and get there. So this will be the podcast room. Ryan, go to that side. Let's get a perspective on how big this place will be. Like that's the corner, like you guys see it, right? Podcast room is gonna be excellent. There'll be tons of room in here. We're gonna decorate this place super rad so that it looks good from all angles. That's a big thing that people, you know, when you're building a space like this, you have to understand what it's gonna be used for. Knowing that this room will be the podcast room, there's acoustics to deal with and worry about, there's lighting to be aware of, there's size, making sure you have enough camera space to have not just a table and space around it to work and operate and walk around, but also camera space. You're gonna have cameras on tripods and lights on stands, and things start to take up a ton of space. So it's just things you gotta think through on the front end. This will be my office, unless I ended up putting 2 people in here at some point, but it'll be a big office. I'm excited about that. I'll probably have 2 desks in here, I'm thinking maybe. And then another office here that'll end up with a window out to the warehouse. So we're getting close. We're getting very, very close. We're super excited about it. That's the update on that. There's still something I have to tell you guys about. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you may have seen I posted this photo a couple of weeks ago. I alluded to something big that might be happening, and I was obviously very excited about it. I just couldn't let the cat out of the bag yet. I had some details to work out, but all of those details have been worked out and things are happening. So I want to let you watch the video clip from that photo, and then I'll tell you more what's happening.
How about with you guys? Is everything good? The podcast looks like it's been killer. I listened to a couple quick episodes on my way to work today.
Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, dude, business has been great for us, man. We created a market in an industry that didn't exist, you know, like cool guy dad stuff never existed in the baby market. So we control that market and all the things around it. So it's been really fun and exciting since then. And, you know, we've just had exponential growth over the last 6 years and more recently in the past 4 years. And it's been really exciting. It's been a huge learning curve, and it's just been awesome, you know. And a lot of what Gary talks about and preaches is stuff that I've put into the business as we've grown over the years. Since I've been following Gary right around the same time I started this in 2013. So it was probably just after I started, and I was like, started applying a lot of his just like mindset into the way we do things. And it's paid dividends, you know, it's been really fun and cool, and it's been awesome to go from nothing to in a couple of years. It's just been crazy with no like outside funding and, you know, none of that kind of stuff. We've all done it organically with our own money, and it's been really ridiculous to try to keep up with buying enough inventory to support that growth without taking on money from everywhere.
It's so awesome, man. And it sounds corny, but I have just goosebumps hearing you tell the story about the success you've had and not doing it with, you know, tons of outside funding. It's so cool.
Dude.
Congrats, guys. I love it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
All right, I will. So I'm hoping to catch up with Gary in the next couple hours, and so I'll owe you follow-ups on that.
Okay.
If anything else comes to mind, too, questions, ideas, or anything that we didn't cover today, I'm always here. So
Dude,
drop me a line.
You're the man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right, guys. Talk to you soon.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bro, tell me that's still recording. So we're going to see Gary Vaynerchuk. If you guys don't know who Gary is, you should. Gary's somebody that built a very large company, hundreds of millions of dollars from nothing as an immigrant, and has done very well for himself by doing the right things, by helping people along the way. Things that I am very aligned with, and similar behavior to myself. He's somebody I look up to a lot, and we've got the opportunity to go meet with him. He's going to be a guest on the Tactical Baby Gear podcast, because that's something else that we are very aligned with Gary on, is parenting. He attributes a lot of his success to the way he was parented, and on the Tactical Baby Gear podcast, we obviously talk a lot about parenting. So he is going to be a guest on the Tactical Baby Gear podcast. We're headed there next week, Tuesday. I don't know when you guys are seeing this quite yet. Saturday, hopefully. Anyways, Tuesday we're headed to New York. Wednesday, podcast. We'll come home Thursday. So if you guys want to see real-time updates from what's happening in all that world, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Beav Brodie, and look out for Instagram stories, things like that. There will obviously be many videos coming down the pipeline here, so make sure you subscribe to this channel to see more of us with Gary, and then the Tactical Baby Gear podcast. Obviously, he will be a guest on that. If you want to watch that, feel free to subscribe there. I'll leave links to everything down below. I'm super pumped. Like, this is a huge deal. I'm jacked. I've met Gary once before, so that won't be anything new necessarily, but in this capacity as a guest on the podcast means a lot to me. I appreciate him very much for doing this. I'm pumped. See you guys in the next video. Peace.